And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
20. Check 55 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun, Collins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
180. Regular.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
180. Alert. Check 3.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
That's taken in by Callaway. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
20. Watch the run.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 198.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it. 53, Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the run, Greer going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Greer. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike, 180. Go. Go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, orbit.
Greer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on that.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw, Greer. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, Greer. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now...
And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Chubb on the counter. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Samuels. $11 yards there, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Greer on first down. Now he's forced out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm scared. Sit.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a first down throw. Greer setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Let it. 51, Mike, 51. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Greer will look to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's third down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. On the carry, it's Chubb. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Out of the gun, this is Collins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Greer looks to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, it's Samuels. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Greer sets to throw. And he's got Moncrief. 23 yards on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Greer. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Greer. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Greer. And he finds McDonald. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
58 is Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Bring it. Hey, wahoo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, it's Greer. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Moncrief. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready?
First down, Greer. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Stay with your man. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. I'm down.
Greer looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal to go.
Ready, break.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Greer throwing again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jalen Samuels in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to mix
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Watch 98, watch 98, 98's the mic. Cut, cut, cut! Check 52, deuce, 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 deuce. Watch out!
A toss play to Chubb. They find some open field here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Hurry, hurry! Banjo. Hey, check.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
180! It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Regular, regular, regular. 50, Mike, 50.
Third and long for Mayfield. That's complete. It's Collins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Samuels. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 14-yard line. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, G. Shift.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
This is Samuels. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
It's our time.
Hey, Charlie.
53.
Greer on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Greer. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super tough.
Now Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And he is not going to get away. The rush rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd and 10, Greer. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get him.
Let go.
On 1st down, it's Snell again. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. There we go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Greer. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. On 3rd and long, here is Greer. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, seam 6.
53, Mike, strip the ball. Strip that ball. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Hit it.
On fourth down, Greer. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Check 55 the mic. You're trash. You're trash.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. Gain of 3.
He was brought down by Trey Reed. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapon. Get it.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready. 50. Plant.
Watch 55. Check right. Check right. Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 5 now. Greer, it's complete to Fuller. How did he stay on his feet? Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
On the ready.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Now.
After the run, Greer going to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Two times. Four down. Alert. Whip.
Greystone, travel.
Watch the whip. Check 43. Watch the safety.
Go.
Chubb, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
61, matchbox lights. Ready to go. 5.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check 13. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
6-6, bullet high. Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Get your swerve on.
Now Chubb running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the... ...26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
On first and 10, Greer. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second down, Greer. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Man, I got you.
Smooth.
From the gun on third down, Greer. Moncrief brings it in. There he goes left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. 15,
At the 46-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Set it. 8, read.
They can't hang with us. Double tight, double tight. 3 down.
Cut it.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 50, plant.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on